Okay, guys, let's do this. Where do we sign up? What's our game plan? Whose kneecaps do I have to smash?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst cartoons ever.
You need to be locked up, away from decent, normal people.
For this list, we'll be looking at some of the most annoying, offensive, and downright unwatchable animated series ever made. What is the worst cartoon you've ever seen? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 10, The Nutshack. The Nutshack's theme song was so ridiculously repetitive that it became a meme to insert it into other shows, movies, and songs.
It's the Nutshack. It's the Nutshack. It's the Nutshack.
If you saw the trend and ever wondered whether or not the show was better than its annoying theme song, we're here to tell you, it wasn't. Critics took issue with the show's second-rate animation style and offensive humor.
Well, you hit that Bob Marley, right?
Flim flam Marley gone jicky dicky spruce caca.
Although the Nutshack attempted to throw out edgy jokes at a mile a minute, most of them didn't land. The show could have been a great opportunity to feature Filipino-American protagonists written by Filipino-American creators. But its clunky writing and lazy stereotypes prevented audiences from wanting to see any of it.
What, you think this is a game? I ain't playing. I'm about to get bananas up in here, dude.
Number 9, Father of the Pride.
Just know if Fu Lin is still on our couch tomorrow, I'm buying a gun on the internet and hiring someone with fingers to shoot me.
Jeffrey Katzenberg's well known for helping classic films like Beauty and the Beast and The Prince of Egypt get to audiences. But his animated sitcom Father of the Pride had no chance of being as successful as those films. The series follows a pack of lions who work for Siegfried and Roy while making lame jokes. While the animation style made the show look like a kid's film, the content was firmly for adults. If you could somehow get past that bizarre combination, the low stakes and unfunny gags would make you want to click away.
Hey, looking good, Vegas. Power walking 3 times a week. And don't forget to floss for that killer smile.
Despite its issues, NBC gave it a primetime air date and heavily promoted it. But poor reception led to it being swiftly canceled in the middle of its first season.
17 years.
Wow, that is an achievement, especially in show business.
Number 8, PopeTown. Some shows have a few controversial episodes, but PopeTown's entire concept was offensive.
Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. You know, you kids in the wheelchairs, you got a lot of heart.
During the series, we follow a priest who is responsible for taking care of a childish pope. Outside of its controversial portrayal of a real figure, the series was full of annoyingly selfish and dim-witted characters.
First, I'm gonna pop out your eyeballs with a teaspoon, and then I'm gonna pull out your fingernails and stick them up your bum hole!
The show's tendency to make light of real-life issues with pitch-black humor didn't help either. Before it premiered, people protested PopeTown so much that it was actually abandoned by its network before its premiere. Although the series eventually aired, it was banned in several areas. One network even had to pay a fine for showing it.
And Gray's horse is showing us just what guts he has. If you'll pardon the expression, he passes Sosa's rocket little ferret, and now he's passing its a horse already.
Ultimately, PopeTown didn't have enough redeeming qualities to keep its edgy content going past its controversial first season. Number 7, Dark Stalkers. There are plenty of bad adaptations of video games out there, but this series may be the worst animated example of the trend to date.
It's enough to make your blood run cold.
Inspired by Dark Stalkers, the Night Warriors, the series made its first major misstep when it made a game geared for adults into a kids series. Its 13-episode run offered few redeeming qualities.
Oh my, I hope you weren't planning on growing up.
Not only was the animation stiff and ugly, but the terrible dialogue made it hard to sit through. And fans were also forced to follow a one-dimensional character created just for the show instead of one of their favorite fighters.
Yes, evil, my favorite subject.
Oh, not that you know anything about it.
I know more about evil than you can imagine.
It's a shame that the colorful Dark Stalkers The Night Warriors game got such a bland and lifeless adaptation. Number 6, the Chopsaki Chooks. One look at the Chopsocky Chooks should give you a pretty good idea of why it's one of the worst cartoons ever.
Evil fish with zombie is cooking up trouble. Kung Fu chickens get there on the double.
The Cartoon Network series is about a trio of chickens who regularly use their kung fu fighting skills to defeat their arch nemesis, Dr. Wasabi. If you didn't immediately realize these characters were chickens, you are not alone. They look like weird, blobby aliens at best. Their distinguishing characteristics and voices also lean heavily on cheap stereotypes.
Nice place. A one-stop shop for all the voodoo that you do. So what's going down?
Outside of the show's bad writing, parents complain about its non-stop depictions of violence. The chicken show was constantly roasted by everyone for a season before it finally faded into obscurity.
Papa is not smart enough to be the boss. Only you can save us.
Number 5, the Powerpuff Girls.
If you need someone to sing so bad, you do it! No me gusta! Fine.
Making a reboot of a beloved cartoon series already comes with its challenges. But few revivals angered fans like this show did. Although the original voice cast for the main trio could have been looped into the new Powerpuff Girls show, the production team didn't bring any of them aboard. The show might have escaped the backlash from this controversy if it had managed to be a fresh take on the original. But it was markedly worse than its predecessor at every turn. Its cheap-looking animation, poor writing, and forced pop culture references all made fans hate it more. We're definitely glad the next Powerpuff reboot will have Crater Craig McCracken back at the helm. The 2016 reboot just lacks sugar, spice, or anything nice.
You're a princess, that's clear enough.
But a princess is better when she's tough. Explosion!
You've got to be a superhero!
Number 4, the high fructose adventures of the Annoying Orange. After the Annoying Orange spent years tormenting fruits, vegetables, and YouTube viewers with his bad puns and crass sense of humor, Cartoon Network decided to bring him to their network.
The time has come, my cruciferous minions. Human children have foolishly discarded enough vegetables to give us the zombie army we need to destroy all fruit on Earth!
The series featured a surprising number of celebrity guest stars, including Matt Bomer, Mark Hamill, and Weird Al. But even star power couldn't save this doomed concept from itself. The main character's voice and personality are just as annoying on TV as they were in his viral videos.
Is that Guy Liner? Maybe, but it doesn't matter. I'm breaking up the band.
Unfortunately, for parents forced to watch along, the other characters were sour and awful too, and the plots weren't complex enough to make good brain food. While Annoying Orange might have been a hot viral sensation, he was past his expiration date when he reached TV.
That's a concern?
I've got a real deep-rooted inferiority complex.
I know a good doctor you could see.
Number 3, Alan Gregory. While some unlikable characters can be fun to watch, others can just be unbearable.
Thanks, Dad. And thanks, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
For screwing up my entire life. You didn't let me finish. Please don't ever interrupt me again.
Well, that went well.
Alan Gregory definitely falls in that latter category. The series begins when the intelligent and mean title character is suddenly forced to attend a public elementary school. Alan immediately talks down to every teacher and all of his peers when he arrives.
Gina, can I see you in the hallway for a second? Look, here's what's currently happening. You're being difficult.
And to make matters more uncomfortable, he develops a huge and very inappropriate crush on his principal. Unfortunately, there's barely anyone else in the series left to root for. The comedy is also either too cringeworthy or mean-spirited to work from moment to moment. Mercifully, Alan Gregory had a very short run of only 7 episodes before being canceled by Fox.
I'd really rather not get into it. I don't want to feed the machine.
Number 2, Ren and Stimpy's adult party cartoon.
But this time, I'll do something about it. I'll seek help.
The Ren and Stimpy show's edgy humor and unique art style appealed to adults and children alike during its original run. However, its revival on Spike ended up alienating everyone. Ren and Stimpy's adult party cartoon tried to be grosser and more mature than the original. Although it definitely succeeded, the new series lost all of the original's charm.
I don't understand! I came to you for help! I bared my soul to you! I told you all my darkest secrets!
In every episode, viewers will be subjected to disgusting imagery and detestable characters. The in-your-face adult humor and extreme levels of violence present in each story appeal to no one. Even original Stimpy actor Billy West didn't return for the series because it didn't sound funny. Only 3 episodes aired before Spike finally pulled the plug on this troubled franchise.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, The Problem Solvers. There's simply no cartoon that hates your eyes more than The Problem Solvers.
Guys, I can make better funny faces than him. I just never need to. I'm naturally funny.
The narrative takes place in a blindingly, brightly colored world full of terribly drawn characters. Even if you look away, you'll still hear a grotesque main cast full of grating vocal performances. They star in a show full of surreal plots and a unique and unfunny brand of anti-humor.
Let's celebrate and get some tacos. Come on, we have time.
Tacos? I love you, Horace. Mwah. Come here, Rhoda.
It takes all the brain power and willpower you have just to figure out what is going on in each episode. While Cartoon Network was supposed to air 26 episodes, it gave up after the 18th installment. Visually, emotionally, and aesthetically unappealing, The Problem Solvers can only encourage you to find something else to watch ASAP.
Cause she's gonna stand on stage and juggle pies, which will make us sound more like rap mixed with techno.
That doesn't make any sense.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.